The sun was setting in soft hues of orange and lavender, casting long shadows over the sleepy Spanish hillside where a young man was last seen. The wind carried the faint rustle of olive trees, the distant hum of search helicopters, and the shattered sobs of a mother aching for answers. Debbie Slater, eyes swollen with grief, stood at the edge of a cliffside trail in Tenerife, gripping her son's photo as if it were the last tangible piece of him. For nearly a week now, the island has been gripped by the disappearance of 19-year-old Jay Slater, a vibrant, adventurous teenager from Lancashire who vanished without a trace while on holiday with friends. "I just want my baby back," Debbie wept, her voice breaking under the weight of hope and fear. "I wake up and for a moment I forget, and then it all crashes back in. He's just gone." It began like any carefree trip abroad. Jay, recently finished with his college apprenticeship, had flown to Tenerife with two close mates to attend a music festival and soak in the last days of summer. Known for his cheeky smile and easy laugh, Jay was the kind of person who made friends wherever he went. Photos from the weekend show him beaming under the sun, arms around mates, the world at his feet. But in the early hours of Monday morning, something changed. "He called me," Debbie recalled, clutching her phone. "He said he was lost, his phone was about to die, and he didn't know where he was." That was the last time she heard his voice. Jay had reportedly left the resort area with a group of people he met at the festival and ended up miles away from where he was staying. According to local reports, he had tried walking back through the mountainous terrain, an area known for its treacherous paths and sudden weather changes. Since that call, there has been nothing, no activity on his phone, no sightings, no signs. The Guardia Civil launched an immediate search effort, deploying drones, helicopters, and search and rescue teams with dogs. But with each passing day, hope teeters on the edge of despair. Volunteers from the local community have joined the effort, forming human chains to comb through thick vegetation and rugged terrain. Still, no sign of Jay. Debbie, whose strength seems to flicker like a candle in the wind, has remained on the island with other family members. She appears in public only when necessary, her eyes always scanning, always searching. "I'm not leaving without my son," she said firmly. "He wouldn't give up on me. I won't give up on him." Back home in Oswaldtwistle, a small town in Lancashire, the community has rallied. Vigils have been held, candles lit in windows, and posters plastered on shop fronts with Jay's smiling face and the words, "Missing, please help." His former schoolmates and teachers describe him as a bright spark with a heart of gold, and social media is flooded with messages of support, tagged with #FindJay. Even those who don't know the Slaters personally have been moved to action. "I have a son the same age," said one woman at a candlelight vigil. "You send them off thinking they're going to come home with stories and sunburn, not this." Debbie has made several emotional appeals, speaking to the media with raw honesty. "It's a mother's worst nightmare. It's like I'm living someone else's life, one I didn't ask for." She wipes her eyes, but the tears return. "I keep thinking he's going to walk through that door and say, 'Gotcha, I'm fine.' But he doesn't." The emotional toll on Debbie is evident. Her voice often trails off mid-sentence, lost in thought or perhaps a memory of her boy, playing in the garden as a child, clumsily tying his shoelaces, or calling her at odd hours just to say hello. The ache is not just from absence, but from the unknown. The local authorities continue to treat the case with urgency, but language barriers and complex terrain have slowed progress. Private search teams, funded through a rapidly growing online fundraiser, have begun arriving to supplement official efforts. Yet every lead so far has led to another dead end. Despite everything, Debbie holds onto one fragile strand: hope. "People say be strong, but how do you be strong when your world is unraveling?" she says. "I don't want strength. I want Jay. I want to hear his laugh. I want to tell him off for scaring me like this. I want my baby back." The media spotlight has grown intense, with reporters crowding local stations and camped outside hotels. But behind the headlines and speculation is a simple, gut-wrenching truth: a mother's love defies explanation or limitation. It transcends geography, language, even reason. In the quiet hours of early morning, Debbie can be seen walking the winding roads where Jay was last known to be. Sometimes she speaks aloud to him, hoping the wind might carry her words. "If you're out there, Jay," she whispers, "we're coming. I'll never stop looking for you." And maybe, just maybe, somewhere out there, a young man hears his mother's call. Until then, the world waits, breath held, heart clenched. Would you like a version of this adapted as a news report or formatted for a blog or a press release?